Welcome back to my channel. Wait, before you spend another Eisenhower dollar, watch this first. The 1971D and the 1776 bicentennial Eisenhower dollars are among the most talked about US dollar coins, but only a small number stand out because of rare mint errors, silver collector editions, or exceptional condition. In today's video, you'll discover the incredible history behind these iconic coins, the hidden details that collectors search for, and the simple checks that could help you identify a truly collectible example. Stay until the very end. You might never look at an Eisenhower dollar the same way again. The coin number 1. Imagine opening an old coin jar, searching through a family collection, or finding a large $1 coin tucked away in a forgotten drawer. At first glance, the 1976 Eisenhower dollar looks like an ordinary commemorative coin, but its story is far more fascinating than most people realize. Created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of American independence, this remarkable coin represents one of the most memorable chapters in modern United States coinage. While most circulated examples are worth only a modest premium over face value, collectors eagerly search for exceptional high-grade coins, 40% silver collector editions, proof strikes, and genuine mint errors that make certain examples much more desirable. Before you overlook one of these impressive dollar coins, it's worth learning the history and details that have made it a favorite among collectors for decades. The Eisenhower dollar was first introduced in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, one of America's most respected military leaders and the 34th President of the United States. The coin also celebrated the success of the Apollo 11 moon landing, with the reverse design featuring an eagle descending toward the lunar surface while holding an olive branch. For the nation's bicentennial celebration, however, the United States Mint temporarily introduced a completely new reverse design. Instead of the familiar moon landing image, the 1976 Eisenhower dollar displayed the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, symbolizing both America's revolutionary history and its achievements in space exploration. This creative design became one of the most recognizable commemorative coin designs ever produced by the United States Mint. One of the most interesting facts about the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar is that there are no circulating coins dated 1975. To celebrate the bicentennial, every Eisenhower dollar struck during 1975 and 1976 carries the dual date 1976. This unusual feature immediately distinguishes the coin from other years and has made it especially popular among collectors. Millions of Americans saved these coins as souvenirs of the bicentennial celebration, believing they represented an important piece of history. The United States Mint produced these coins at 3 different facilities. Coins without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia, those with the D mint mark came from Denver, and special collector issues with the S mint mark were produced at the San Francisco Mint. Most Philadelphia and Denver coins were struck in copper-nickel clad composition for circulation, while San Francisco produced proof coins and special 40% silver collector editions. These silver versions remain particularly popular because they combine the historic bicentennial design with precious metal content. Although millions of bicentennial Eisenhower dollars were produced, collectors know that not every example is equally desirable. The first characteristic they examine is condition. Coins that spent years in circulation naturally developed scratches, contact marks, and dull surfaces. Others remained carefully preserved inside original government packaging, bank rolls, or private collections, allowing them to retain brilliant mint luster and sharply defined details. These well-preserved examples often receive greater attention because relatively few survive in outstanding condition. Professional grading services carefully inspect coins before assigning numerical grades based on preservation, strike quality, surface condition, and originality. Even tiny differences that may seem insignificant to the average person can greatly influence collector demand. A nearly flawless bicentennial Eisenhower dollar with beautiful luster and crisp details is much scarcer than an ordinary circulated example, making certified high-grade coins especially attractive to advanced collectors. Another exciting area of collecting involves genuine mint errors. During the minting process, occasional production mistakes created unusual coins that now fascinate collectors. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, broadstrikes, and other authentic mint-made errors provide a unique glimpse into the manufacturing process. These coins are different from damage that occurs after circulation, such as scratches, dents, or polishing, which generally reduce collector appeal rather than increase it. The bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar continues to capture the imagination of collectors because it celebrates two defining moments in American history: the nation's 200th anniversary and its remarkable achievements in space exploration. Every coin reflects careful artistry, historical symbolism, and the pride of a country celebrating its heritage. Whether discovered in pocket change, inherited from a family member, or purchased for a collection, the 1976 Eisenhower Dollar reminds us that every coin has a story beyond its face value. For collectors, the real excitement comes from understanding those stories, recognizing exceptional examples, and appreciating the craftsmanship that transformed a simple dollar coin into one of America's most iconic commemorative issues. The coins number 2. Have you ever picked up a large 1971 Eisenhower Dollar and wondered whether it is just another old dollar coin or something with a much deeper story? Many people overlook these impressive coins because they are no longer commonly seen in everyday circulation. But collectors know they represent the beginning of an important chapter in modern United States coinage. Introduced in 1971, the Eisenhower Dollar honored President Dwight D. Eisenhower, one of America's most respected military leaders and the 34th President of the United States. While most circulated 1971 Eisenhower dollars are worth only a modest premium over face value, exceptional high-grade examples and genuine mint-era coins are much more desirable to collectors. Understanding what makes these coins special is the key to appreciating their place in American history. The Eisenhower Dollar was the first circulating United States dollar coin issued after the Peace Dollar series ended in 1935. For more than 3 decades, Americans had no regularly circulating large dollar coin. In 1971, the United States Mint brought back the large dollar to honor President Eisenhower and to commemorate America's achievements during the Apollo 11 moon landing. The coin's obverse features a powerful portrait of Eisenhower, while the reverse displays an eagle descending toward the moon carrying an olive branch, inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia. This unique combination celebrates both national leadership and one of humanity's greatest achievements in space exploration. The 1971 Eisenhower Dollar was struck at the Denver Mint and carries the D Mint mark below Eisenhower's neck. It was produced primarily for circulation using a copper-nickel clad composition bonded to a pure copper core. Unlike the special collector editions struck in San Francisco containing 40% silver, the Denver issue was intended for everyday commerce. Millions entered circulation, but relatively few remained in outstanding condition because the large size of the coin made it prone to contact marks and surface abrasions during handling. Condition plays a major role in collector interest. A coin that spent years passing through cash registers, banks, and vending machines naturally developed scratches, worn high points, and dull surfaces. By contrast, coins that were saved immediately after leaving the mint often retain brilliant luster, sharp details, and attractive eye appeal. Collectors place much greater emphasis on these well-preserved examples because finding them is far more challenging than locating ordinary circulated pieces. Professional grading services examine each coin carefully before assigning a numerical grade based on preservation, strike quality, surface condition, and originality. Even small differences in quality can greatly influence collector demand. High-grade certified 1971 Eisenhower dollars are especially popular because the series is known for large coins that easily picked up contact marks during production and transportation. Coins displaying strong luster and minimal marks stand out among the millions that were produced. Another exciting aspect of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is the possibility of genuine mint errors. Although modern minting equipment was highly advanced, occasional production mistakes created unusual coins. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, broadstrikes, and other authentic mint-made errors attract collectors because they represent rare moments during the manufacturing process. These genuine mint errors are very different from scratches, dents, cleaning, or damage that occurred after the coin entered circulation, which generally reduce collector appeal rather than increase it. Many new collectors believe polishing or cleaning an old coin improves its appearance and value. Experienced numismatists usually take the opposite view. Original surfaces, even if they have developed natural tunning over time, are generally preferred because they preserve the coin exactly as it left the mint. Harsh cleaning often leaves microscopic scratches and removes natural mint luster, making the coin less attractive to serious collectors. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar remains popular because it combines history, impressive size, and meaningful symbolism. It reminds collectors of President Eisenhower's leadership, America's achievements during the space age, and the return of the large circulating dollar after more than 30 years. Every surviving coin carries a story that extends beyond its face value, connecting the collector with an important era in American history. The greatest lesson this coin teaches is that successful collecting depends on careful observation rather than rumors. Most 1971 Eisenhower dollars are ordinary circulation coins, but exceptional high-grade examples, genuine mint errors, and beautifully preserved pieces continue to attract the strongest collector interest. By learning how to recognize originality, strike quality, mint marks, and authentic mint-made varieties, collectors discover that the real treasure lies not in exaggerated stories, but in understanding the history and craftsmanship behind every coin they examine.